Breaking off the top tonight, the search for a missing toddler is over. As we told you in a push alert, within the past 90 minutes, Casey Hathaway is safe.
Excellent news tonight from Craven County. Colleen Quigley here with what we know. Colleen.
Yeah, Angela Marius, this is really the ending every one of us was hoping for in this case. The great news tonight, 3-year-old Casey Hathaway has been found safe. You'll remember he disappeared Tuesday afternoon. I want to let you know right now we're waiting for a live press conference from officials in Craven County. So as soon as we get that, we will bring that to you. You're seeing a live look there outside the Sheriff's Department. So any minute we'll bring that to you live. But let's just recap what we know. So of course, little Casey went missing on Tuesday afternoon in Craven County. Since then, hundreds of volunteers joined the FBI and law enforcement in Craven County looking for him. You see him right there on your screen. He was with his grandmother. He was outside playing with some other kids when he went missing. They were searching for him for about 45 minutes when they couldn't find him. Let's go back live to that press conference in Craven County so we can get an update on the great news about Casey.
Lynch, who's leading the way from the FBI. We're going to step up to the mic and we're going to hear from them. So here we go.
Everybody get in place. Well, it's a great evening, folks. We brought Casey to his family just like we said we were going to do. We did not give up. We were very persistent. Little fella is happy, and his parents are very happy as well. When he saw his little sister, had a big smile on his face, and I can tell you it's just very, very touching. I want to thank all of the volunteers that came out. I cannot thank them enough. Craven County stepped up. They did, and all did the surrounding counties as well. All of these agencies that stand here with me, and a lot of them are not here, just the resources that they brought in. We were diligent working around the clock. I don't even want to begin to name all the agencies because I don't want to leave somebody out. But I just want to thank everybody for the job they've done. And I do want to recognize the chief here. This gentleman here is the one that put his hands on the little fellow when he heard him. I'm going to ask him just to say a few words about what he saw. Hold on a second. Here's one. Hold on. And then this is the mother and the father.
We just want to tell everybody that we're very thankful that you took the time out to come search for Casey and prayed for him. And he's good. He is good. He's up and talking. He's already asked to watch Netflix, so he's good. He is good.
Thank everybody for coming out, all the prayers. It means a lot. Yeah, just thank you.
Him.
Yeah.
Thank him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy. So I do want the captain just to say a little bit, you know, how we came about finding him. You know, it was once again.
All right, it looks like we're having some technical difficulties there with that live press conference, but you were hearing the Craven County Sheriff Chip Hughes saying what a great evening this was, that they found little Casey safe. You saw his mom and his dad. They're obviously very emotional. Okay, we're going to bring you back to that press conference right now.
Responded on a tip and located by voice this young man and went to him, disentangled him from some briars that he was hung up in. Brought him out, here we are. So thank everybody that did assist. Thanks for all the community support and everybody that helped us.
So real quick, we'll take a few questions. Of course, we'll be available the rest of the week, but anything, Brian, what you got, buddy?
Any indication he'd been out there the whole time? You've searched that area, it seems like. It had been around. Had he been there the whole time, or was this something that, another thing that we have a question to answer here?
Yeah, well, I don't believe he was there the whole time. I believe he did some moving around. That was an area that we were getting to. You know, we initially went into the search where he was last seen, and that's where we started working it out methodically. So this was definitely an area. We got a call, a tip. Our deputies and the captain went straight to the location. As soon as the captain stepped out, he heard Casey asking for his mother. And he was about 40,
50 yards.
Yeah, 40 or 50 yards into the woods. I had to go through a lot of water to get to him, and then Casey was in there in some vines and thorn bushes. So.
Did he indicate how he got in there himself?
No, sir. He hasn't said a whole lot, except when his little sister came in there, he really brightened up then.
How far from the original location?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
What was his condition?
I believe he was. You want to speak to his condition?
He was cold, but he was verbal and command to us. So the more we warmed him up, the more active he became. And you know, I think for the conditions, I think he fared very well. You know, we're very fortunate for where we are.
We got a lot of rain yesterday. Was he wet?
He was. I think everything in there is wet right now. Everything's wet. So.
I'll tell you, like I've said in the previous, you know, this terrain was just, it presented so many tough challenges for us, you know, and a lot of it had to do by foot. We did have a lot of aircraft come in, you know, and I do want to acknowledge, you know, the FBI. These folks have been awesome. They came in here and they just brought so many resources to help us here in Craven County find Casey, as well as the SBI, the State Highway Patrol. You know, about another 20 to 25 sheriff's offices, local police departments, our volunteer rescues, and of course the citizens of Craven that came in just by the hundreds to cover this huge tract of property that we were working on.
How far away from where he was reported missing did you find him?
What's it, maybe less than a quarter of a mile, maybe?
Quarter and a half, yeah.
Quarter and a half, yeah.
Mile.
Yeah, a little over a quarter of a mile. Something
You
like
guys obviously still have some questions. Can you tell us what is the process going forward in terms of any?
Okay, we do want to apologize for the technical difficulty there, but again, just a great news tonight that 3-year-old Casey Hathaway found safe and sound. You just heard the press conference there coming live from Craven County. The sheriff saying he was found about a little over a quarter of a mile from his grandmother's house where he disappeared from Tuesday afternoon when he was playing with his friends a short while ago. You saw his mother and his father there, emotional, thanking all of those volunteers. It's the understanding right now that he might have been out in the woods since Tuesday afternoon when he went missing. So Angela and Marius, really just remarkable that he was found safe. We heard that he was being checked out at the hospital, but again, his parents just saying he was in a great mood. He has to watch some Netflix, as most little kids do. So just a happy reunion tonight. If you